I'm Khoto Bukhatu. I am the group leader and systems analyst for Levels Inc. Group 18.
Hi, I am Prince Gale. I am program developer and a systems analyst for Levels Inc.
Hi, I am Tandazo Towani, and I was part of the programming team and the systems analyst team for Levels Inc.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. This is a Group 18, Levels Inc., and we made a point of sale system for our clients, Nati Supermarket and Takeaways, and we will guide you through how to log in and how to access our system. The first screen that you see at the moment will be the login screen, where you will have to type in the employee's name and his or her password. Under the name, you will type in the employee's name, which is saved under the database, and the employee's password. Should you feel like you have forgotten or you want to see the password, then just click on the eye icon to show the password that you have just typed in. Once you feel like the password correlates with his or her employee's name, you can click on the green login button. This will prompt another screen which will take you to the point of sale system, where a sale is made. Once the screen has opened up, the cashier may want to add in an inventory item, of which they can click on the green inventory item button, and the dotted grid view will open on your right hand side of the screen. You may choose any item in this list, so as long as there is quantity available for it. You may indicate the amount of quantity that you may want, depending on the quantity that is available. Once you are content with the amount of quantity that the customer wants, you may click on the inventory item button. This will load the specific inventory item that you have chosen and add it into the inventory sales line. Should you feel like you also want to add a food sales into this specific sale, then click on the green add menu button. This will prompt a dotted grid view on your right to select the specific menu item that is on the system. Same procedure as the inventory sales. You will choose the specific menu item that you would like. Depending on the type of category that it is, you may enable the size of the patty, for example a burger, whether it be a single or a double size patty. Same thing with the quantity. You may choose an X amount of quantity based on what the customer wants. Once the customer is happy with a certain quantity and size, the cashier may click on the green add menu item button. This will prompt the system to add the specific cheeseburger to the food sales line. Should the customer want more food sales, then the cashier can click on another menu item or the same menu item and add it on to the food sales. Should you feel that the customer might have made a mistake in making their order, or should the cashier have made a mistake in making an order, then the cashier should click on the red void menu line, which will delete the menu item selected from the food sales. This will allow the cashier to be able to either add or be satisfied with the food sales and the inventory sales that the customer has specifically ordered and wanted. Once the client is ready, and has the money, Once the customer is happy with what they have ordered and what they want to buy, the cashier will click on the enter cash button. This will prompt the system to open up a page where it will allow the cashier to type in the total amount of money that the customer will be able to pay or will be paying. For example, as the total amount is 85 Rand, the cashier will type in the exact amount that the client or the customer has actually given him or her. This will prompt the system to calculate the change that should be given to the customer once it has been approved. Once the total amount has been paid to the cashier, this will prompt the cashier to click on receive payment, which will give an overview of what exactly the customer has bought. Should the cashier want to print the receipt, they may click on the blue button called print receipt so that they may give it to the client or the customer. Once the sale has been done, the cashier will go to the sales history to see whether the sale really has been approved and has been validated or not. At the top of the system, under sales history, this is where the cashier or the manager will be able to see whether the sale has gone through or not. Depending on what has been bought, how much, this will show on the inventory sale, and this will show on the food sales for all of the things that have been bought. Should the cashier or the manager wants to actually sort the sales through graphs, then they may click on the sort by drop down. This will enable the system. Shit, this thing is actually tough as fuck, man. Shit. Once the total amount has been paid, this will prompt the client to, should the manager feel that there was a mistake in one of the orders that were made through food sales or inventory sales, the manager or the cashier may choose to click on that specific item and click on either the void inventory line or the void menu line, and that will delete the specific item. Once the client or the customer is happy with what he or she has bought, the cashier or the manager may be able to click on the green button called Enter Cash. This will prompt a new screen to pop up and enable the cashier or the manager to type in the specific amount that was given to him or her by the customer or the client. Once the specific amount has been typed in and is more than the total amount that is due or equivalent, the cashier or the manager will click on Receive Payment to confirm that the sale has been approved. This will show a receipt of what the customer will be getting in return to show as proof of what he or she has paid. Should the client want to see the receipt and be printed out, the cashier or the manager will navigate towards the Print Receipt button, which is blue at the bottom right of the screen. This will enable the cashier or the manager to choose which printer he or she would like to print the receipt from and to give it to the client or the customer. Once a sale has been approved and was successful, the cashier or the manager may be able to go to the sales history to see whether the specific inventory sales and the food sales that were successfully bought were added on to the inventory sales history and the menu or food sales history. As you can see, it shows the inventory sale that had just been added on right now and the Russian cheese which had been added on. Should the manager want to see specific graphs based on a specific month, they will prompt to the sort sales graph, which is a drop-down list of all the months that have passed and that have records of each and every food that was bought within that month. A summary will be shown through a graph to indicate what has been bought and what was not bought within that specific month. This specific segment will be dedicated to the chef, to making sure that all the orders that have been successfully paid for through the point of sale transaction or through the sales transaction are seen on his or her screen. The first thing that the chef would have to do is make sure that he or she logs onto the system with his or her password and name. This will prompt a specific screen for food orders that have been already made after a successful sales transaction. All of the sales transaction will be shown under the data grid view. For example, normal chips as shown in the picture. Should the chef hand over the food to the customer, only then can he or she click on the green button that says completed food transaction. Should the customer not have collected their food, then the chef will have to click on the red button that says not collected. And after the chef may log out. Or exit. And after that, the chef may exit. This specific segment will be dedicated to inventory items. Adding a new inventory item. Start off with adding in the name of new inventory item, the amount of quantity that will be there, the barcode, and the type of inventory item that is unit measure, for example, will be single, and its own price. Add it onto the system, and it will be displayed under the data grid view. Should you wish to add a new unit of measure, click on add, and under 1 kg you can specify the type of unit measure that you want and add it onto it, and the specific unit name that you want for it. And click on save. Click on OK. And now you have the new unit of measure, which will have the price of 24 Rand, and click on save price. And now you can see that all the details are added onto it with the 1 5-pack and the single pack. Should you wish to change the barcode, the quantity to 25 to 50, you can update it, which is more of modifying the inventory item and its quantity and its barcode, which will be shown under the data grid. Adding a new data type, specify which type of name that you want under the type, under the drop down list. If it's not there, type it underneath in the text box. Type in whichever name that you would like. And then it will be added on to the type inventory. This segment is dedicated to making stock tags for inventory items that are at the store, that are recorded based on the quantity of stock that is counted on hand. Through the search tab, you can search for any inventory item through the ID or through the name by either typing in the number or any alphabet according to the inventory ID and inventory name. Once the selected inventory item has been clicked, there will be a stock take of the number of cold drinks that are on the floor or that are on hand, and they will be typed in under quantity on hand. After that, the manager will click on update. Then, to make sure that this update has been rectified, the manager will then click on stock take history to see whether it really has been updated or not. And as it shows that it has shown under stock take history that there has been an update based on the stock take that is available and the stock take that is counted on hand. This part entails having to add a new menu item. We start off with typing in the new name of the product. You choose the type of category that it is, for example drinks, and its price. Then you just click on add. Should be a successful addition, and check under the data grid view to make sure that is there. Should you choose to change the size of the new added menu item, you can just click on add a new size to, and change the price, and it will change the new menu price. Click on it again to see whether it really has changed. You have that option. Yes, you do. Should you want to edit the name of the new added menu item, you can. And after that, click on update. Check under the data grid view to see whether it has changed or not. Click on it. Once it has changed and you're fine with it, click on clear. If you wish to maybe delete it, click on delete and check the data grid view whether it's there or not. For you to clear information on the screen, just press clear, and that is all. Should you choose to want to add your own recipe under the system, kindly click on the menu item at the top, then click on recipe, and you will see the following screen that you're seeing at the moment. Under it will be recipe name, ingredients, directions, and notes. Type in the recipe name that you want of your choice. Type in the ingredients based on how you want it to be, in accordance directions of how to actually make it, how to make the recipe. Number them accordingly to make sure that the steps are in order. Note, should there be any added comments, this is where you would have to type it in. Once you are cleared, click on Added Text and it will be saved on your system. To browse it, click on Browse Text and it will be shown. Should you want a video of any of the fries or any of the videos that you want to make or upload, just browse the videos on your computer and they will show. This This is the part where we will be adding a new slide. We will add name, surname, cell phone number according to the numeric characterization, telephone, email address, and location as to where the business is located, alongside with filling in payment details, which is the bank name, account number, and branch code. Then once done, click on add, and the new supplier will be added on to the system. If you seek to edit any of the suppliers, just click on them and edit any information you wish to edit, just like at the moment. After that, click on update. Should you choose to probably edit, if you want to search based on the type of criteria, name, ID, surname, that is how you do it. Should you want to delete a specific person, you can search for him or her, then click on delete and the person will be gone. Should you make any supply order, it will be based on the suppliers that are on the system and the inventory that you have at hand. Choose the inventory that you want and the specific amount of quantity that you would like. Add it and you place an order. You can choose whether you want an email or SMS to send to the supplier to notify of this order that you are making. Once done, you can click on supply payment once the inventory has been retrieved or has been sent to Nati supermarket, and that is only the time when you will be paying and complete the order, whether it be cash or card, but pay the total amount. And that will show whether it had been paid or not, which day and how much it was. Maintenance will normally entail having to back up all the information that has been stored under the computer or under the system, and should you wish to restore all of that, you can also just restore it. Should you have any problems, click on the question mark at the top to help you direct. Should there be a new employee that will be added onto the system, it will just be the same as a supplier, where you start off with the name, surname, address, where you have to type in all of these, while also taking into consideration of the character restrictions, cell phone number, email address, and choosing which role will the employee have and the title that he or she will be. Once that has happened, you may choose to either take a picture of the person or you can browse a picture for a picture. Once that is done, add in the bank details, bank name, account number, branch code, and the security question details would normally entail if you have forgotten your password. So do make sure that you do not forget your security answer or your login password just to be on the safe side of things. And you can add a new employee. That's simple. Should you want to edit anything, just click on the specific employee that you want to edit and update at the end, and that will be it. Should you want to delete any person, all you can do is just click on it.
Thank you for watching Levels Inc.